Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video because in honor of the beginning of track season, I'm going to be ranking every single track event. Not every single, most track events. Some track events are kind of out there. I'm going to be making a video on that soon too. But I thought this would be a fun little video. This is inspired by the Athlete Specials video, which I will put in the description down below. I love his content, so I was like, this would be such a fun idea, and it's such a great, chill idea for a video because track season is starting, your girl is busy, and she doesn't have a lot of time, so I thought this would be, a fun little video to make. Disclaimer, I'm a distance runner, okay? So, yes, I favor the distance events. I do have my own little voyages I have made into the realm of sprinting, but predominantly, I'm a distance runner. So let's just get that out of the way. Don't come for me. So I have my iPad here. As you can see, I have running stickers on my iPad because I'm a nerd. So let us begin. And also, I did not make this tier list. I will try to link it. I don't know if it'll work, but I will try. Let me scooch over here, and then I'll put the tier list up over here. So the first one is the 100-meter dash, and also, I just want to talk about these categories. I made these categories myself, okay? The top category is my baby. Those are reserved for, my events that are my actual children. And then put me in coach, which are the events that, I like. Mid, which is mid, pro Y, and burn please. So those are the categories that we will be going off. And the first one is the 100-meter dash. Now, here's the thing. I maybe ran the 100 once in, middle school. As I said before, a distance runner. So I don't really do it. I ran the 4x1 in middle school, but I ran the open one, maybe once. I'm just not a fan, but I don't have anything against it, so I'm going to put it in mid. And the next one is the 10,000 meter. And so we're going right from mid to, oh my god, it's my actual child. Here's the thing with the 10K. Obviously, for high school, we don't have the 10K, but I love the 10K. I race it road, and that is what I want to run, in college, because the 10K is, of course, my baby. And then, what's next? 100 or 110 hurdles. Okay, look. I don't want hurdlers to be mad at me. I truly don't. I ran the 55 hurdles. I was a hurdler. That was my job in middle school. I still dabble until this season. This season, I'm putting my foot down. I'm being no more hurdles because the girlie's got to run. But I ran the 110 hurdles once also, but I just, bro, why? I don't have the coordination. If you do, that's fine. I don't, and I'm jealous if you do. Also, sorry if my voice sounds weird. The snow has melted, which means I will have allergies for the next 8 months, so funsies. And then, what is this? Does that say 400? So I'm blind and I can't see what that says. I think, what does that say? Does that say 1600? I'm gonna go with that. The 1600, I don't know. I love her. I don't have much to say about her. She's one of my events. It says 1600. I'm going with 15. Obviously, girls run the 1500. I've run 1600s in the DMR and for indoor, but predominantly run the 1500, and it's my child, so And then the 200. This might be a surprise to y'all, but I've run some 200s in my day. I've run some 4x200s in my day, and I actually love the 200. I know it's a distance running sin to love the 200, but I do, okay? Not as much as my distance events, I will say that. Not that much. But I'm going to put me in coach, because that is literally what I say when we need a 200 runner. Put me in coach, because I do love the 200. The next is the 3K, which is something that we actually have in high school. and something that I actually read in high school. And I wouldn't say I like it as much as the 1500. But I think it's more of like my skill set, because obviously I am a distance runner to my goddamn core. I run, all that crazy stuff. So to me, this is like a very, I don't know, I think it is my baby just because I'm the only one on my team that runs it. That's kind of my reputation, is that I'm the crazy one that runs the 3000. But it's kind of a low, my baby. It's a weird thing to say. Next is the 3K steeple. We have the 2K steeple, and I have always wanted to run steeple. I was actually supposed to run steeple last season, and then I didn't because my feet were actually destroyed from running in spikes for 3 months, and I was actually afraid that I was going to like fuck up my feet. Like, I was afraid that I was gonna get like trench foot or something because my feet were in rough shape. But I've always wanted to try it. I've always wanted to do it. Maybe this show will finally be my year that I get to try it at some point. I don't know. But I'm going to put the 3K steeple in put me in coach. Unless my feet are bad, in which case do not put me in coach. Next is a 4x1. And look, okay, I have some like deep-seated trauma from the 4x1 because what I remember from running the 4x1 when I was younger is almost exclusively girls absolutely being so mean to try to get my spot. Like, I remember one time a girl told my coach, she was like, oh yeah, Ari doesn't want to run the 4x1. Yes, Ari does. So that she could like have my spot. And I was just like, yeah, I have like deep-seated 4x1 trauma. So I'm gonna put the 4x1 in bro Y, I think. But I don't know. It's kind of just mid. I don't know. A little more traumatizing than just mid. 400-meter dash. Have I run this? I think I have. Yes, I have run this. And I don't actually hate it as much as most people do. I wouldn't say it's like a strong put me in just because like I just never feel like I'm in that spot. But I would say it's like a high mid-tier event. Like, I don't hate it. Maybe that's the distance runner in me because I know a lot of people hate it. And look, valid to hate it. I just don't. 400-meter hurdles is next. And this one, my guys, this one I do run. Well, once again, trying to like nudge myself away from hurdles, but I did 400 hurdles like so much last year. It's actually ridiculous. And I feel like it's hard because I did actually initially ask to get put in this event, but that was like a one-time thing and I was kind of forced to do it. But I'll put me in coach. I think it's fun. It's fun when you run it on fresh legs. When you're a distance runner running it with 3 other events, not so fun. 4x4 relay, also put me in coach. I have been vying for a spot on that goddamn relay. Even though I have all my other events, I have wanted a spot in that relay for a long time. I want to run the 4x4, and I just have never had an opportunity. 5,000 is next, and obviously I run cross, I run road. We don't have 5,000 for track in high school, but it's still my baby. What does that, is that 60 or 50? Either way, I think, what does that even say? I'm just gonna skip that one and go right to the 60-meter dash, which I ran 55 hurdles. I don't think we ever had like, we don't have an indoor track team. My school is too tiny and too poor for that. So I'm just gonna put it in mid because I don't know. It's fun to watch though. I went to USA Indoors and that was fun to watch. 800 meter. This is gonna be controversial as a distance runner. But I'm gonna put it in bro Y. Oh god, what just happened? Okay, my page reloaded and it scared me. I'm gonna put it in bro Y because I'm not a fan. I've run a couple open 800s in my day. I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like I'm also kind of sheltered because so many people on my team, not so many, we have a small team, so it's like 2 other people run the 800, so I'm never like forced into it. So maybe that's why, but I don't know. I've just never been a fan at all. Discus. So I know this may surprise you, but I have never thrown in my life. But I have respect for people who do, so I'm gonna put it in mid, I think. And yes, I'm skipping some of these because some of these I like don't feel like I know enough to talk about because some of them are like not high school events or they're indoor events, whatever. And then high jump. High jump, I wish, like, I just don't trust myself going backwards, but I have respect for people who high jump, so I'm gonna put it in mid. And then long jump. Okay, I told my coach literally my first day of varsity when I was a little baby 8th grader, I told my track coach I will do any event as long as it does not involve a sand pit, and I stand by that. I will not do anything that involves a sand pit. So the long jump goes straight and burn, please. And you know what else goes in there? Triple jump, because it involves a sand pit. I can't with sand. It hurts my soul. Please die. Pole vault. I used to be a pole vaulter, which is crazy to think about because, oh my god. But I was a pole vaulter in middle school, and I wasn't that terrible at it. Redemption arc, but I wish I could still do it. I just don't have time in a meet to run all my distance events and pole vault, but pole vault is still my baby, my favorite field event forever. And then pentathlon. This is also gonna surprise some people. I always have wanted to do pentathlon, and I am so jealous because this year we're going to, like, my team's going to like a pentathlon only meet, I think, but it's over spring break and I'm not going to be home, so I can't go, and I've always wanted to do it, and my best friend does pentathlon, so I'm going to put it in as to put me and coach, even though I'm never going to get put into that, because I want to so bad. And then we have shot put. I just don't understand it. I truly don't. Just why? Like, I don't get it. Like, I've never been, I don't know if you can see my lack of arm muscle. Not a thrower, but I don't know. I don't get it, guys. I really don't. And the rest of them, I'll go through quick because I feel like I don't have a lot of experience. The 50, it's just too short. Why? Decathlon, I have mad respect for, but I could never do. Same thing with the heptathlon. And then hammer, I don't get, and it looks painful. And javelin, I actually think is cool as fuck. I just can't do it. Again, this is my personal ranking. No hate to anyone who does any of these events. It's my own lack of skill that makes me not like some of these events. So anyways, that is the ranking. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!